first things first, disclaimer. Don't be fooled. I did not go anywhere. I've been sitting in my room all day. I woke up at 6:30 today, p.m. You ever, I don't know, this is more like a girl thing, but you ever get bored and do your makeup and you don't go anywhere? Well, anyway. Hi, hello, it's Mel. Welcome back. That's not gonna be a new intro. I'm making this video today. It's another middle of the night talk video that I'm making. Yeah, I made this video because I have a lot of thoughts, and I wanted to make a video like this for a while, but I wanted it to be like constructive, and I was gonna write like a script and some notes, and I was gonna talk about, I don't know, I was gonna make like a real video. I was probably gonna wait till I had a real camera to make this video, but I'm just not doing that because something happened today that triggered some of my emotions and thoughts on this. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make this raw, honest, and unfiltered, and just talk about this. So anyway, heartbreak, relationships, they're scary. It's one of those things you know, you're always gonna find people who are like, I'm never getting in a relationship ever again. I don't want a relationship. I'm never gonna have one. And then you have people who are like, I'm waiting for the love of my life to happen. I probably fall in love with 8 people a day. If you've held the door for me and you're mildly attractive, I've planned our wedding, you know? It's just one of those things. But just some background on me, and I'm not gonna go too deep into this because I don't want the person I'm referencing to watch this and think I'm, you know, kind of invading our privacy or using him or what we went through for views, or, you know, I don't know. What happened between us was very private, and I want to keep it that way. But basically, I recently, in like early October, got out of a very intimate, emotionally, you know, intense 2-year relationship with somebody that I loved so much that even now it like hurts almost, you know? So when I got out of that relationship, it really devastated me. Not to be dramatic, not to sound relatable, I did not get out of bed for 2 weeks after it happened. I did not get out of bed to go to class. I did not get out of bed to see friends. I did not get out of bed to go to work. I stayed in my bed and I cried. I did not eat. I did not shower for 2 weeks. It was devastating. And which sounds really gross, but if you've ever been in that kind of pit of depression, then I'm sure you know. Oh, we love a side poop. What that's like. So it took me kind of a long time, and a lot of things happened in between then and now for me to kind of become okay with the new status of our relationship. And, you know, him and I have since then had our closure. It's still really hard, no matter what it is. Anyway, I'm not gonna get too deep into my relationship with him. We'll just call him James. Let's just call him James. I don't know. It's weird to talk about. I'm not looking at the camera because I'm uncomfortable. Anyway, so that has taught me, however, something very, very important. I'm kind of a I believe everything happens for a reason type of person. So going through that kind of devastating loss has really taught me something. And it's, if you're, just a disclaimer, like, I don't know, sometimes I hear the phrase, oh, if you really love someone, like, no matter what, like, if you really, really love someone, it'll work out no matter what. And that, I'm sorry, I don't agree with. If you believe in that, that's great, awesome, but that phrase to me is probably the most incorrect thing I've ever heard. Because, you know, people change, yes, that's a thing. People do change, and if you're no matter who you are, no matter what age you are, no matter, people never stop changing. I do believe that people change. I believe that people change their beliefs, their ideas. I believe people can change however, based on whatever happens to them that causes them to change. So I believe if you're in a relationship with someone, especially if the relationship that you are in started when you two were young, like James and I started to get close with each other in high school, and I'm a sophomore in college now, so that doesn't seem very far away, but think about how much change you have from like the beginning of like a summer to like the end of the summer, and now think of like 2 years. Those things change, people change. And what I feel my problem with our relationship was that we kind of lost sight on the fact that we are changing. For me, I can't speak for him, but for me, I kind of lost track of the idea that we were going to change. I kind of had this idea that we would go to college and everything would be exactly the same, and we would be exactly the same. And I think now, like, I think me now would not even recognize me freshman year of college, let alone the beginning of sophomore year of college. Those are two different people. I'm not even the same person I was in the beginning of January, and it's only early February. Like, imagine that. Like, people do change. So I think if you are in a relationship, if you are out of a relationship, if you thought that the person you just got out of a relationship with was someone that you were going to marry, I think that you just have to keep in mind that sometimes relationships are marathons, not sprints. A lot of people kind of have this idea that they're going to get into a relationship and they're going to be together for everything and everything's going to be fine because you two love each other. I'm sorry to say, love does not conquer all. I really wish it did from the bottom of my heart. I wish love conquered all, but it just doesn't. People need time and space to grow apart. They need time and space to figure out who they are. They need to go through things. They need to miss you. They need to change. They need to evolve. You can't... One thing that James had said to me was, we're never going to have what we used to have. And when I first heard that really devastated me, and that really broke me for a long time. But later I kind of realized, well, of course we're never going to have what we used to have. We're not those people anymore. I'm not, I'm not an 18-year-old high school senior who thinks that, everything is going to turn out exactly the way I think it is. I was very stubborn in high school. I still am, but, we're not those people anymore. And I think if you're going through heartbreak right now, and I think if you have this feeling of, well, we were supposed to be together forever kind of thing, I think you have to understand that forever is a really, really long time. And there are some people who are meant to be in your lives for a long time, and there are some people who are not. And there are some people who are meant to be in your life no matter what it is. Sometimes it's going to be in a spouse. Sometimes it's going to be in a friend. Sometimes it's going to start one way and end the other. I've always had this really gut feeling that sometimes, things are supposed to happen, and sometimes people need to be in relationships with each other, and then they need to lose each other because for whatever reason, that's what the universe needs them to do. And even now, after we've had our closure, and even now, I'm very, very hopeful that we can be friends. I'm very hopeful that one day we can be in each other's lives again, even if it's just friendly, even if it's just distant friends, something, because, in my situation, there was no bad guy. So I think if you're in a relationship right now, or if you just got out of a relationship, or if things are complicated, whatever your status is with somebody, but if you have somebody in your life that you care very deeply about, that matters a whole lot to you, I think you should keep in mind that people do need time to evolve and change. And it's never, 9 times out of 10, it's not, their needing to change has very much nothing to do with you. Sometimes people just need to change and grow up. And in my case, I lost sight of the fact that we are so young. and we have so many things that we have to go through. It sucks, but that's what has to happen sometimes. Sometimes people need to just take a step back and go, whoa, we need to be different people, and eventually come back. And if we still love and care for the person that we've grown into, then yeah, we should give it a shot. But if not, then maybe it's not what it was meant to be. And it took me a very long time to learn that, and I'm still trying to kind of digest that. There are still days where I'm like, you know, I ruined everything, I'm a monster. And that's not a healthy mentality to have, but then again, I never claimed to be a healthy person. So, those are my thoughts on that. And sometimes people come into your life at bad times. I also think that's true. I 100% believe in right person, wrong time. I've had an experience where I've met somebody who I looked at and I was like, I could be so madly in love with this person. We could have the best relationship in the world. We could be fun and exciting, and it could be everything that we've ever wanted in a relationship, but we met at the wrong time. It was bad timing, and that happens, and that's real, and it's okay. It's okay to have bad timing. It's okay to not be with someone because of bad timing. It is, it's real. It's a real thing. I promise you it's real. Sometimes, no matter how much you love someone, no matter how much you care for them, no matter what you guys have been through, if it's bad timing, oh my god, there's a bug on my wall, acting like it pays rent. Anyway, there could be bad timing, and that sucks, but it's real and it happens. And honestly, I think if I'm in no position to give any advice on anything, by the way, just a disclaimer. But if I had to give one piece of crucial relationship advice that I personally think can make or break relationships, is you have to be patient. You have to be patient with the person you're with. You have to be patient with the relationship. You just need patience. You know, I'm the type of person that if something's wrong or if something goes bad, I want to fix it right then and there, and I want to fix it now. But that's not how the world works. That's not how people work. People need time, and time takes patience, and you need to be patient. And I think that's the only thing that's the only kind of advice I could ever give someone, is that if you're in a tough spot relationship-wise, or if you feel like that boy in chemistry class is never going to notice you, then I think you just need patience, and I think you just need to be okay with taking a leap of faith every once in a while, which is very scary. And it's 2018, shoot your damn shot, go talk to the boy in chemistry class, go, you know, ask that girl to your formal, you know, who knows, I don't know, shoot your shot, go DM somebody, Snapchat them, I don't know. What's the worst thing that's gonna happen is that they're gonna say no, honestly, and that's heartbreaking and horrific. And honestly, for someone who cares a lot what people think about her, and it really bothers her if people don't like her, sometimes you just have to take that leap of faith. You just have to. It's 2018. Go take a leap of faith. And that's for anything, not even relationships. If you're watching this video and you don't give a damn about anybody right now, first of all, good for you. Just kidding. Caring about people is cool. Don't act like you don't have emotions. Also, side note, if you walk around and you're like, I don't have emotions, I'm too cool for that. Stop it. The jig is up. People know you're human. Sorry, you've been exposed. Anyway, so have patience, take a leap of faith, and go watch a movie. Cool. That's all I have to say for today. If you're watching this, thank you for being alive. Thank you for existing. Thank you for helping your friends. Thank you for loving people. Thank you for being open. If you ever need to talk, if you ever need a friend, I'm going to put my information down below. Literally anytime. It's literally like 1 a.m. right now, and I'm not asleep, so I think that's all I have to say. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, I guess. That's what YouTubers say, right? I'm not a YouTuber. Just kidding. Okay, good night.